Hey everybody, welcome to Obscurities and Miniatures. Today we have a lovely model waiting for us, courtesy of Archvillian Games and their latest Death Crowns release. So this was part of their Patreon pledge and was quite a large assortment of very interesting and crazy detailed monsters, but this one really was the one that grabbed my interest, not even the giant armored dragon. This is the Stitched Abomination, and you can see here it's just an ungodly looking mess. So it's got a couple of heads and at least 4 legs and 4 arms to go with it. So this is definitely something in my wheelhouse. And it really struck me as kind of similar to the Lust Demons from the others from Cool Mini. And it's not anywhere near the same. I am going to grab a Lust Demon in a little while after I get this lady all glued together, and we'll talk about it some more. But I just wanted to point out these are at their actual regular intended proportions at 100%. It's almost a 50mm base. The only other part that needs to be glued on is the chopper blade here, and otherwise everything actually fit entirely on the print plate. You can see it is very detailed. It is a little bit shiny. I need to change my cleaning solution, I know, but it is a bit scarce at the moment out there, so hopefully I will find some soon. But we're going to get it all primed up anyways, and hopefully that should alleviate some of that. I also wanted to point out that Archvillian Games has some of the craziest, most detailed supports I think I've ever come across yet. It was quite cathartic getting that thing all soaked up and pulling them all off. But I love the craziness of this model. Too many legs, too many arms, blades every direction, and there's actually 3 other variations on this as well. So this is one of the female ones, in case you couldn't tell. There are 2 male and 2 female models available. I'm assuming this is going to end up on my mini factory as well. So I'm going to include a link to their My Mini Factory page for future proofing this video. This was one of the Patreon models, and obviously I think it was either July or August, I can't remember which, but I'm not even posting this video in those months, so yeah. Anyways, I'm going to get her all primed up, and we will see just how crazy this model looks. And I'll grab those Lust Demons from the others to show you guys too. And just in case you're curious, she is quite a biggie. So yeah. Alright, I'll be back in a sec. Let's see how she turns out. Alright, I got my Stitched Abomination all set to go here. This thing is just absolutely ghastly, grisly, whatever. 60s, spooky, kooky, haunted house superlative you wish to use. But I love this thing. I love just, it's way too many limbs. That is so absolutely up my alley, and I love just all the size of those cleavers. And I do see there's a little bit of support that needs to get cut out of there, but other than that, I think it's okay. So, pretty sure I mentioned in the first half of this video, but this is just one of 4 different designs. There's 2 male and 2 females, and obviously these mammary lumps, I guess, are supposed to be the breasts on it, denoting that it is female. And I couldn't help but just be reminded of the Lust Demons from, not demons, sins from the others from Cool Mini. And so I thought that was a great excuse to go ahead and get some of those painted models, because I knew my brother actually painted them all up. And I was curious to see just how similar they were. Well, they are a little bit similar, but there are absolutely some very strong differences there. So if you're worried about, you know, people swiping artists, I wouldn't be. Not at all. The main one would be the big Lust avatar here, and as you can see, just absolutely disgusting. I think my brother did a wonderful job on these. But yeah, so you can see that yes, while they may have those big lolling tongues and vertical mouths, there is quite a bit of difference here, and obviously a lot less limbs, which is a bit of a disappointment. These things were just absolutely disturbing. And it's actually much smaller than our Stitched Abomination, and I didn't even play around with the size settings or anything. Grabbing a few other sins just to show off. Doesn't even have any legs. Honestly, I feel like the others, I know I'm getting off on a little bit of a side right here, but I feel like the others were such wasted potential for a very middle of the road game. And I don't know why there's so much fur and dog hair on that, but yeah. This one's just fun. And then I know some of the controllers. Being the controller is actually at a regular human-sized scale, just to give you a sense of just how wildly disproportionate these things all are. And then I do have his greed models as well, which again, just an excellent paint job. I'm really impressed by those. And these guys were just super fun. I think they're going to fit in wonderfully. So yeah, as I was starting to ramble about, and then the big avatar, the potential for the others, I think really monsters like this are going to fit in great with it. We've been toying with the idea, and if you guys have any rule suggestions of some kind of modern day or near future skirmish type game with special forces or military operatives versus crazy disgusting monsters like this, absolutely we would love some input. If you guys have any suggestions, we were first thinking using Flying Lead from Ganesha Games, or maybe this is not a test or something like that, but honestly, any suggestions you guys out there have, I would love to hear them. But again, just a really cool model, and I think it fits in great with just all the craziness of the others. And the others is pretty much, you know, you can get dirt cheap these days, and again, just such awesome sculpts for a game that really didn't require any minis, I thought, which is what it should have been what Cthulhu Death May Die was like, and I'm totally off track, but that's okay. Again, just absolutely my kind of model. Grabbing another Archvillian Games humanoid figure, human-sized figure. This is their character Wolgrith. Came out quite nicely as well, with his Darksiders-like helmet there. So you can see here, this overall set of the Death Crowns I thought was a great premise. And one of these days we're going to have to get to Erebos, that's right, the Death Dragon that was part of this whole release as well. Just very cool models, and Archvillian Games has really outdone themselves with crazy fun sculpts. And I know they have Frost Giants available as well as all their Fire Giants that were previously available. So I'll put a link down there below if you're curious. And I know October is shaping up to be a great month for them as well, with a double release that they are teaming up with Mini Monster Mayhem, doing a whole bunch of crazy Halloween-infused horrors. So I think this guy, or girl, might fit in quite nicely with that stuff too. With that said, this has been High Lord Tamberlane with Obscurities and Miniatures, saying thanks for watching, and we'll see you back here soon. Bye-bye.